My sister is mad at me for keeping her ex employed and promoting him after he strayed. How can I show her this is purely a business decision and nothing to do with my support for her? I'm in a weird situation here. My sister Sarah had been with Josh for 3 years. I own a business. Without getting too specific, I have 8 employees right now, so fairly small. I hired Josh, despite him having less experience than typical for a new hire. Originally as a favor to Sarah, but he was a natural fit. From day one, he's been a huge contributor. All was fine and dandy until about 3 months ago it came out that Josh had been sleeping with Sarah's best friend Ashley. Ashley is now pregnant, obviously. Sarah left him, is now living with our parents in the house I pay for. He is now engaged to Ashley and living with her. I don't see this lasting. While this was happening, I tried to remain professional with Josh. While I think he's a scummy guy, technically personal stuff shouldn't be used against him at work. One of my longest employees unfortunately has had some major health complications come up, and he unofficially retired. Keeping him on the books for insurance, but he won't be working for a while. Hate to say it, but Josh really stepped up in his absence. He's been incredibly essential in keeping us running and successful. More now than ever before. Now that it's become clear that my other employee won't be coming back anytime soon, I needed to replace him. Josh is the natural candidate, and all my other employees told me to promote him. So I gave it to him with about a 50% raise what the person before him was making, and he's been flourishing in it. Awkward part about that is, Sarah just found out he was promoted from a mutual friend and is livid with me. She gave me an earful, as did my parents, and now I'm feeling pretty conflicted. I feel like personal life and professional should be treated separately, but my family is saying this is different. Edits. They were never married or engaged, just living together. No kids together. I am not firing anyone. Hasn't broken any work rules, and that would screw over everyone else who works for me. We do profit sharing, and that would require turning down jobs, due to not having bandwidth to take them on. It would also require more hours from anyone. I'm not going to do that, as that wouldn't help anybody. People keep saying just hire someone else, but we have a national worker shortage, and this is a specialized position. Even if the perfect candidate came in, it would take at least 6 months to get them to speed. And that's with a candidate with ample experience. We have had open jobs for our entry-level roles that we train for months that aren't getting filled. Pay starts at $50,000, we just haven't had qualified workers applying who are willing to do the work. It is not so simple. Timeline goes like, 2 years ago, hires Josh day 1. Old employee takes short leave, Josh fills in temporarily at first, couple weeks later. This all comes out. Josh is still filling in and doing great work 3 weeks later. Okay. Old employee shares, he will not be coming back due to health reasons. All my other employees tell me how great Josh is doing and how much they like working for him. Business is booming, and they tell me how much they think Josh deserves the promotion officially, 2 weeks later. I have to make a decision, so I give him the promotion purely for performance reasons. Couple weeks after that, Sarah finds out, and that was in the last week. TLDR. Sister's ex works for me and cheated but is a great employee. I'm trying to keep these things separate, but that's proving difficult. Update. 1 week later. I got a ton of feedback from my original post, so I wanted to put an update here. It's not super juicy, but figured I'd let people know. Saturday night we had a family dinner where my parents and Sarah are living. We didn't talk about the subject of the last post during dinner, but Sarah, Devi, was being noticeably short with me, to the point that my sons noticed. After dinner I asked her to speak in private, to which she obliged. I reiterated to her that my actions with Josh were purely about business and had nothing to do with her. She told me she'll know that, and she was embarrassed at her reaction. It's just been a few really shitty months for her. Basically, she told me she hates her job, is now single, and missing her former best friend. And now she's having some anxiety about never finding someone before she's too old to have kids. And meanwhile, everything just keeps seeming to get better for her ex. I have to say that really was sad to hear from her. I told her I'm always here for her, and asked her what ideally she'd like to do work-wise. Well, as it turns out, without getting too specific, what she would ideally like to do is something that one of my best friends has a business, and needs someone to do that function. That friend owes me some favors for a jam I got them out of in the past, so I told her I'd see what I could do. Well, they connected Monday, and really hit it off. They offered her a full-time position that she will now be starting in 2 weeks. She'll be making more money, with better benefits, doing something she's always wanted to do. Also on Sunday, we actually went to the amusement park with my kids, and her, and had a bit of a family day. She said that was great therapy for her, and what she needed was to get out of the house my parents are living in as she was just feeling sorry for herself there. She's looking at apartments this week and is hoping to find one near me as she loves hanging out. I'm not talking free babysitting with her nephews. Sorry, this isn't the juicy update. Some people who were saying she's going to go absolutely no contact with me were expecting, but it was a happy update nonetheless. I'm really excited for her to start her new job, as I think she'll be much happier there. And she has a lot to offer, so I'm sure she'll find someone as soon as she's ready to start dating again. TL. Doctor. Talked it out with my sister, helped her get a new job, and we are all good again. What do you guys think? Let's discuss in the comments. Follow and like for more stories.